Okay, so we're resuming Jennifer's Body. And we are halfway through the film at the point where Jennifer is about to eat the goth kid, and it's juxtaposed with the scene of Needy and Chip boning for the very first time. So, what do we think of that contrast?
I'm posting an Instagram, hold on.
She's posting Instagram, hold on. What are you gonna caption it?
I'm doing a dinosaur emoji.
I like that.
Because I couldn't think of anything, but he's cute and he's blue.
Okay, I'll like it once I'm done using my phone to record.
Well, what did you just
Chip
explain?
and Needy are like, it's like very sweet.
She's killing the boy.
Yeah, Jennifer's killing
Needy
the boy.
and Chip are having their first time, and it is very earnest
and sweet
very
and not sexy at all.
Sweet and nothing like my first time.
Oh, really?
No. This was your first time like this?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that before, but I didn't know if
on record.
But yeah, that's so interesting to me when I see like people have their first time like this, like
this
a very,
is like the stereotypical,
yeah, like the stereotypical like coming of age movie where it's like I don't even know
when
how
you
to
both don't know what
it.
you're doing,
when
like,
you both don't know what you're doing, but you're like figuring it out together.
Yeah,
like, I feel like that is such a stereotypical movie way to do it, and I just always was under the impression that no one's first time is like that.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, I would hate if my first time wasn't also the other person's. Like,
yeah.
Because then I would just be like, well, I have so much catching up to do. Okay.
So
did you feel like you were like, did the other person know?
I don't think so.
Oh, it wasn't discussed.
It wasn't discussed. It was like they didn't know and they didn't really care. Like that wasn't like a thing.
Word.
But it just like happened.
I feel like that's probably plenty of people's too.
I'm probably cutting this out, but
that's totally fine.
But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Like,
yeah,
this is a reflection of some people's like experience in their first time, and I really thought that was like a myth almost.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very earnest, and then contrasted with Jennifer, like, about to literally murder someone, but before she, like, has, like, the candles, is trying to make it, like, I don't even know
what she's trying to do.
I don't even know what she's trying to do.
And then she's showing up, basically, Needy is having visions of her.
Yeah.
So what do you think that's about?
Alright, so do we want to, like, I feel like a couple different ways we could take this. It's like, is Needy in love with Jennifer?
Yes.
Is Needy also in love with Chip?
Yes.
And in love with Jennifer?
Yeah.
Is Needy not in love with Jennifer, and it's just sort of like she permeates every aspect of her life, where it's like you can't get away from like almost this like monster figure. Maybe she's still in love with the monster.
I feel like we talked about this where it's just like it's really confusing how you feel about the person because one, they're manipulating you.
Yeah.
They're controlling you, but at the same time you do have genuine love for them.
Yeah.
And then if you're like a little bit queer the way that Needy is, I believe, then you kind of have romantic feelings for them too, and it's all mixed up into this clusterfuck of like, what do I even do with this?
Yeah.
You know? And you're a teenager, you have all these raging hormones, like, who fucking knows what's going on? Do you think that Needy even knows what's going on?
No, Needy has no
of course
idea.
Not. So, I don't even know
on
if we're
many
supposed
levels,
to be...
Needy doesn't know what's going on.
I don't think we're even supposed to really understand because...
Right, and these things can't be, like, clearly defined.
Yeah,
like...
exactly, because Needy doesn't know herself, and if the character doesn't know, how the fuck is the audience supposed to know?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the audience knows better than the character, but...
Sometimes they
like,
do, yeah.
But, like, in this case, the audience is like, just get away from that toxic, demonic friend.
Yeah, and we definitely do know better, but do we know how exactly Needy feels? I don't think so. I can be needy. I think she feels a lot of things.
I think she feels a lot of things. I love her. I have mad love for Needy and Chip.
I identify with Needy so hard. Like, Needy is me in high school. Yeah.
They try to suggest that she's, like, super dorky or whatever, and it's like... That's probably just the way she feels inside. She's probably just a normal,
I think so.
like... I have mad love for Chip. I just think he's a great, great fella.
I think Chip is great, exactly. Ugh, I wish I had a Chip in high school.
I'm gonna, like, not comment.
Okay, valid.
Like, because I did, but, like...
Did you, though?
Thought I did.
You thought you did.
No.
Twasn't the case, maybe.
It was... No one is a Chip when you get to know them well enough. You know?
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably not true at all. That's definitely not true. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Am I a Chip? I think I'm a Chip.
Girl, I don't know.
When he's like, I'm dark and emotional and moody.
Who are you?
I just don't show it.
Okay, so there's Needy, Jennifer. I'm all of them in one. That's the thing. It's like with the March sisters, I'm all of them in one. Except Meg.
We are Little Women.
We're Little Women.
Jennifer is my shadow side. Jennifer is what I need to integrate into my personality.
Like my toxic side.
Oh, I just have none of that. Like, okay, I'm gonna use my, like, sexuality to get what I want. I don't even perceive myself as being a sexual being at all.
Yes, you do. Stop.
But, yeah. It's just a weird spot for me. Like, just because the Catholicism and whatnot.
Catholicism.
Yo.
Girl, we're going bonkers right now.
We're going bonkers. We're spilling all the tea.
The way that none of this is ending up in the final cut. Anyway,
you can put any of it in, as far as I'm concerned.
I will put some. But...
I'm not trying to hate on anyone I was allegedly involved with in high school. You know, everyone I was involved with in high school are nice people.
That's not true.
Yes, it... Romantically.
Oh, romantically.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, in general.
In general,
I was like, definitely not.
No, I had... No.
I had a good time in high school. It's just I'm glad those years are behind me. You know what I mean?
So
like,
glad.
It was fun. I had a fun time, but at the same time, like, I'm so much happier now. But I'm not going to pretend that, like, it was all bad, you know? Because I think that people have much worse times in high school. Yeah. I do feel lucky.
Elementary school was awful because I was dealing with very bad mental illness, didn't know what was going on. Middle school was, like, a little better, but still bad.
God, middle school was so bad.
Middle school was not cute.
So
did anyone have a great middle school experience?
No one had a good middle
I had
school
the
experience.
Best time.
I don't think so unless they do have mental illness.
I was peak popular.
Isn't that crazy that there are people that just don't have mental illness?
It is, actually.
Right? I don't understand it. Frankly,
it's just like weird. It's like, is anyone like literally show me?
There are people that are. Though.
There's a book that I haven't read yet that I want to read. That's called "Literally Show Me a Healthy Person," and that's literally like I don't think I know someone who I could say they are like the pinnacle.
I know people who have you know, will have anxiety or you know levels of insecurity, but they're what would be deemed like. Not a healthy level, but, like, nothing to... I don't know how to explain this, but, like, it's, like... I'm just okay, well, like, normal.
Yeah,
it's normal.
Well, I think that the big thing for me is that, like, is there a reason? Like, can you rationally explain these feelings? Because, like, for example, like, you know, I'm a little depressed right now, but that's because I'm, like, stuck in my house all day, and I'm cut off from, like, a lot of the things...
Environmental depression.
Yeah, and I'm cut off from a lot of the things that give my life meaning, which is, like, I know it sounds stupid, but, like, going to class and, like, writing and getting, like, feedback on my writing
did you
and so I'm,
better?
Like... When
you were doing those things?
Yes.
Did you not experience? Okay.
But then sometimes I experience depression when I'm, like, doing what I'm doing, and there's just no reason. It's just, like, this huge heaviness, and, like...
Exactly.
So, and that's the thing that's shitty, because it's, like, I literally can't tell you why. It's
there are people that, like, don't have that.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. That's insane.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are people that get anxious about things that would cause anxiety.
Yeah. When my anxiety is at a peak, it's like I thought I was going to be possessed by demons.
Exactly, like that's not
you shouldn't rational. Girl go piss. You keep saying that today, and you know what it reminds me of? What? In London when we were going, I would kill myself if you asked me to. If I kill myself.
What's her name?
Patty
Harrison.
Patty Harrison. Look up Patty Harrison, Dua Lipa. You won't regret it.
I will kill myself if you ask me to. It's really funny. It sounds dark, and it is kind of dark, but, like, it's really funny. But I just want to say, did I say this before? I actually forgot what I was going to say. Girl, we're a whole ass mess right now. But I'm living for it.
I love it. What were we talking about? Okay.
I had an analysis for why I thought that Jennifer was showing up in Needy's consciousness almost.
Why? What do you think? What's your analysis?
I wish I could remember. I don't know. I guess just like when you're in these relationships with friends, or, you know, it can be a romantic relationship, but just where they consume so much of your life and so much of your brain, it's almost like you feel like you're connected to them. Like you have this otherworldly connection to them, you know? Like, I know I've experienced, like, friendships where we felt so intertwined that, like, we would think that we could, like, communicate telekinetically, you know what I mean?
Telekinesis is when you can move things with
That's not what
telepathically.
Telepathically. They sound very similar.
I believe, though, I think that you can, too.
No,
I think if you're close enough with someone, then you can kind of communicate, like, very strongly, non-verbally.
And I think that's what that moment represents, where you're so involved with someone that you know what they're feeling, and you can have a sense about them, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I experienced that, like, really strongly with people. Very strongly.
I would love to see, like, obviously narratively this wouldn't really work for the movie, but, like, I wish I could see sort of more examples of what Jennifer was like pre-demonic possession, you know? It's like, is this making her more, like, a bad person, or was she kind of, like, a bad person before?
I think she was kind of a bad person before.
Yeah.
But it just emphasized it.
Yeah.
She, like, looks at this as a good thing. Maybe someone else might have been like, this is a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't like...
I don't want to eat people. Maybe I should get an exorcism. She's like, I am a god. You know?
She's, like, feeling herself.
You have to have had an element of that before you got into this, you know? You don't just switch up like that just because you're possessed by a demon.
Right, okay.
Because it's still her, but now she's like a demon.
But now she has that, okay. Right? And she's, like, not fighting it. She's like, yeah, let's get it.
Because
like,
this movie, if you think about it, is essentially a commentary, so why would it be... It's exaggerating who she already was.
Yeah.
As a satirical element, you know? It has to exaggerate what already was there. So that's why I feel like she was already like this.
Tay. I agree.
Know? Go piss, girl.
Go piss. This is Jennifer explaining what happened to her.
Okay, so you remember the night of the fire? I got really messed up. And those guys from Low Shoulder? Totally evil. They're basically like agents of Satan with really awesome haircuts. Where are we going?
You don't have to talk if you don't want to.
Are you guys rapists?
Oh, God, I hate girls. Are you even sure she's a fucking virgin, man?
Yes. Yes, I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. I've never even done sex. I don't know how. So, you guys should find somebody who does know how.
Theodore, I told you, man. You owe me a beer.
I feel like if he said that, though, I'd be like,
Oh,
I'm not a virgin. Girl, don't you know that witches, not witches, but like, virgins are like a thing.
That's like a sacrifice.
That's like a thing, yeah.
You always
sacrifice.
No, you always say I'm a.
You don't want
I'm
to
a
be
slag.
I'm a slag.
I'm a slag love.
Slag love.
Anyway, I don't really remember what happened after that. I just know that I woke up and I found my way back to you. I remember. I couldn't bring myself to hurt you. I mean, I'm a really good friend.
That's the thing about toxic friendships. There's a lot to unpack, but like that line, I found my way back to you, it's like, there is...
Remember.
I don't know.
They give you those crumbs.
They give you crumbs, don't they? And it is genuine love. I think they genuinely love you, but like, that's all it is. It's crumbs.
Yeah.
It's...
Love crumbs.
Love crumbs. Girl, love crumbs.
Just to keep you... Because they can't within themselves, like... Yeah, let's just discuss.
I mean, there's a lot to discuss. We definitely have to talk about the murder, but first...
We definitely
The
have to talk about the
girlies.
murder, but first let's talk about the dynamics in this friendship. No,
but literally.
you know, it is genuine. It's like, but all they can bring themselves to
It's
do
just,
is give you the crumbs.
after I've fucked you over so hard and terrorized you the way that Jennifer
Literally.
has, it's like, I'm gonna be like, but you're everything to me.
But I found my way back to you. And I
And it's
I
like-
was
and
about
it's
to
like,
kill you,
that's
but I
so
didn't because I
nice.
remembered that you're such a good friend. And you're
exactly.
like, oh my God, you're so nice for saying that.
And that's so nice, but you still did all this really, really shitty stuff before.
Yeah.
So. What the hell?
Absolutely. And yeah, so basically
And that's why it's
it's
so
like
complicated.
she runs from Chip's
But
house.
then all you think about is like the really nice stuff that they said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know their backstory, you know like their situation. Like Jennifer, like she was murdered in a satanic ritual. So it's like you have to give her some slack
Yeah.
in that respect.
She's been through a trauma.
She's been, yeah. So, in actual toxic friendships, it's like you're gonna know their backstory,
and
then you're
know
gonna
they've been through
shit,
yeah.
and you're gonna understand why they are the way they are, and so then that makes you wanna like sort of make excuses for them. But then it's like, okay, but who's the other person on the side of the equation? You, and you're not being
Yeah.
kind to yourself. You're not looking at your own situation, the own things you've been through, and now what you're being put through now. It's like I have to stop saying the word like, but like it's you.
But like, no,
but you have to treat yourself with the same
is
kindness.
Important, but you have to be aware of the fact that not every friendship is meant to be, and I don't know.
It doesn't mean you
like,
hate them.
It doesn't mean you want anything bad for them. It just means that it can't be, and it's not healthy. And the thing is, if it's not healthy for you, it's probably gone to the point where it's not healthy for them either.
Right.
You know, and maybe no friendship will be healthy for them, but this one certainly won't be. So
It's
go
time.
piss, girl.
Go piss. Yeah, so what has happened in the film, which you have not seen, is that Needy runs out of Chip's house, goes home, she's scared, then Jennifer just like shows up, and then Jennifer kisses Needy, and Needy's really into it. They make out, and then Needy says, what the fuck is happening? And then Jennifer's like, listen, we're friends, let's be honest with each other. The band attempted to kill me in a satanic ritual because they thought I was a virgin. But because I'm not a virgin,
I came back. I didn't die.
I didn't die, and I'm now possessed by a demon. Honestly, I don't know. Thinking about what Jennifer has been through, I kind of ride for her a little bit more. I feel like well, the one thing to consider is that, like, it's men that did it to her, and she's, like, terrorizing boys. Granted, the actors are, like, grown, but I do love a revenge fantasy, so I wish Jennifer would just kill the men in the band who did this to her.
So these boys did, like, an act of violence towards Jennifer that obviously, like, traumatized her. That's really fucking traumatizing.
Evil.
And it has changed her forever.
Yeah.
She's changed forever. It was before that incident and after the incident, and I think that's true to anyone who's experienced trauma. It's a before and after thing.
Yep.
And you're different because of it.
Unless it's, like, childhood trauma, and then it sort of feels like it's always been.
But if
whatever.
But if you're, you know...
A little older,
an older person, the way that Jennifer is, it's a before and after type of thing. And, it has changed the way that she sees the world and the way that she sees herself. And I think isolated from everything else in the movie, there's definitely something to be said about the way that this movie represents how trauma affects people.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
and the
plays
same for
into
Needy.
the rest of the movie, but...
Well, Needy, the beginning, she's completely different. She's from the teenage girl, kind of dorky or whatever that we're presented with in the beginning.
She's like this
she's
prison,
stone cold
psycho.
In prison.
Yeah.
A kicker.
Exactly.
Straight up decking people.
Yeah, no, it completely changes the way that you carry yourself and the way that you perceive the world and everything. I don't really know what that means, but I definitely think that's true.
Who does know what it means?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what it means. But, yeah.
Cha. Okay, so
Let's have a kiki.
Realizes what's happening. She goes to the occult section of the school library and researches and figures out how to kill a demon. That you gotta kill a demon when they're hungry and stab them in the heart. Period. Then she tries to tell Chip what's going on, and Chip's like, you're crazy. Girl. Like, you're literally crazy.
He's like, let's go to the dance. And she's like, we can't
go to the dance. Like, she's gonna try and eat you. I'm scared. Like,
stay home, bitch.
And then he's like, well, I'm still going. Yeah.
He doesn't stay home.
So he, like, takes that as that they're breaking up. And Needy's just focused on stopping Jennifer. Now, Chip walks to the dance, and then Needy's at the dance, and Low Shoulder, the band that tried to sacrifice Jennifer to Satan, is playing. And Jennifer, on Chip's way to the dance, intercepts him and is like, I'm worried about Needy, and then lies to him and says that she was fucking the emo guy.
Colin.
Yes, Colin, who has died.
Guy who's eaten by Jennifer.
Yeah, who Jennifer ate.
And then Jennifer makes out with...
Then Jennifer makes out with Chip, because he's confused and hurt, and Jennifer's
sexy, she's still your boyfriend.
And Jennifer says, say I'm better than Needy, and Chip's like, why are you asking me to...
He's like, what? Why? And she's just like, and then keeps making out with him.
Yeah. Needy realizes what's up, and now she's in hot pursuit. So
she's running after them. They're now in a creepy pool setting.
It's weird. I don't actually...
An abandoned pool.
It's an abandoned indoor pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is. And Needy's on her way.
She's on her way. To save the day.
Okay, so Jennifer was killing Chip. And Needy swoops in.
She can fly?
She's just hovering. It's not that impressive. God, do you have to undermine everything that I do? You are such a player hater.
You're a jerk. Wow, nice insult, Hannah Montana. You got any more harsh digs?
You know what? You were never a good friend. Even when we were little, you used to steal my toys and pour lemonade on my bed.
And now I'm eating your boyfriend. See? At least I'm consistent. Why do you need him? Huh? You could have anybody that you want, Jennifer. So, why Chip? Is it just to tick me off? Or is it because you're just really insecure? I am not insecure, needy. God, that's a joke. How could I ever be insecure? I was the Snowflake queen. Yeah. 2 years ago when you were socially relevant. I am still socially relevant. And when you didn't need laxatives to stay skinny. I am going to eat your soul and shit it out, Nikki! Thought you only murdered boys. I go both ways. Ow. Tampon? Thought I'd ask. You seem like you might be plugging.
I don't remember.
It is like a revenge fantasy, but not even
just at the end
on boys. It's like
y'all.
It's a revenge fantasy on your toxic BFF. That's not how I feel about my toxic BFF, though. I don't want revenge. I want them to have a good life. But to be fair, they weren't murdering people, so there's a slight discrepancy there.
Okay, so let's unpack.
You go first.
I just think that it is... I like that Diablo Cody wrote in their first battle in the abandoned pool that Needy's able to distract Jennifer by, like, making her feel really insecure, like, pointing out her exact insecurities, because when you're close with someone, you're gonna know that shit and be able to use it against them. Now, hopefully you won't ever have to, or you won't ever choose to, but...
What do you have on me, bitch?
I actually... That's a good question. I don't think I do. I don't think I know yet.
No, I'm kidding. You definitely... I mean, you don't have anything on me? What, do you not care about me enough?
No, I don't.
You have anything on me? Okay.
I'm not even paying attention.
Sounds like it. Anyway...
But also, I feel like... Oh, I just hit the microphone. I also feel like I couldn't convincingly do it to someone I didn't actually have any malice for. Like, I was just thinking, like, okay, yeah, like, I can know on paper what my friend's insecurities are, but, like, if you don't believe it a little bit, like, how are you gonna sell it?
Yeah.
But Needy went in. As she should.
As she should. So... her eating her boyfriend. Jennifer eating Needy's boyfriend.
Yeah. It's like, I'm taking this away from you. Like, you don't get to have someone else in your life who's close to you in that way.
It's also like, someone likes you and someone pays attention to you, and not me.
Yeah, not me.
I'm like... that's not allowed. I'm gonna take that away from you.
Yeah.
And I think that definitely happens in real toxic friendships.
Oh, totally.
If the, I don't know how you would describe, like, if you're in Jennifer's position.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was I saying? Oh my god.
If you're in Jennifer's position.
If you're in Needy's position and you have someone in your life, the person in Jennifer's position is going to be jealous of that and want to take that from you because they want to be the only person in your life.
Yeah.
But also they don't want you to feel like you can have your own thing.
Yeah. Either take it away from you or want in on it. Like, if it's a thing or whatever. It's like, okay, like, let me involve myself in this, or, like, let me, like, achieve more than you're achieving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's like Jennifer said, I'm gonna take Chip away. Like, and she's like, God, why do you always have to undermine everything I do? And it's like, thus far, you're acting like you've been nothing but awful to Needy, and now all of a sudden her opinion of you counts and you care. Like, obviously you do because you're best friends, but, like, you don't show it.
That's the thing. It's... The people in Jennifer's position, they also have a gripe with the person in Needy's position.
Oh, yeah.
They feel inferior to them.
Yeah.
You know? Even though all they do is try to make Needy feel inferior. All Jennifer tries to do is make Needy feel inferior to her. Like, she needs Jennifer. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's Jennifer that feels inferior to Needy.
Because, and why would you do that to someone unless you needed them to feel... Oh, yeah.
That's
and it's
what
like,
narcissists
why would you do that to someone...
They always feel inferior to everyone else.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's not even specifically Needy. It's just anyone that they would have a relationship with.
And it's like, you need to either make them feel...
You have to put them down.
Yeah, to lift yourself up. Which is such... It's
bullying 101.
It's bullying 101. It's like, we've known this for quite some time, but still... But
it's never so hard to detect because it can be someone that you love. And any toxic relationships I've had, I genuinely have love for this person.
Yeah.
They have, like, a stake in my life, you know what I mean? And I don't
Well, yeah, because they wouldn't have power over you if they didn't, like, if you didn't actually love them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets so complicated. But you have to put yourself first, and you have to understand what's best
you yourself are worth. And then... Needy goes to Jennifer's house, and they have, like, one last battle, and Needy rips Jennifer's BFF necklace off of her neck, and then at that point, all, like, the fight goes out of Jennifer.
Away the friendship.
Yeah.
The power of that bond.
And that broke Jennifer.
The hold that she has over Needy. Something symbolic of their friendship. Rips it off. I don't know what that means.
Like an oxen. Like, well, it's also in Ireland, but they call, like, uppers. But, like, it's like a yoke. But, no, like a yoke, like, that you, like, yoke the oxen. Like, you're under my, like, I'm controlling you. Like, you're yoked by whatever.
Anyway, so...
Anyway.
Yeah, but she takes that power away, or back, however you want to look at it, and that... And then Jennifer's drops. Hurt. Jennifer drops.
Yup. Because she loves Needy.
That's really powerful, I think.
Whew. I just feel like this is something that is pervasive, this type of relationship. That's not the right word. Many people experience this type of dynamic, like, with female friendships, and I feel like this is one of the first films I've seen, at least, where I'm like, I feel like it's very nicely portrayed, and obviously through, like, the weird context of fighting a demon, but
it's where you think, okay, she's eating boys, that's super cool and super fun, and I love that. But at the end of the day, the story is about Needy and Jennifer's relationship.
Yeah. Yes.
And there's so much to examine there with their relationship. Because we haven't watched the part yet, but ultimately Needy goes and kills the band Low Shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
She kills them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you still want the best for that person.
Yeah, and they're the ones who started this whole ass thing.
So she's still, even in Jennifer's death, looking out for Jennifer.
Yeah.
Because you still have ties to this person.
And I think that's beautiful.
I think that's gorgeous. I think Low Shoulder deserved to die.
They deserve to die. So the whole thing is that, like, yeah, now Needy's in prison, because that because she killed Jennifer and there's witnesses and she's not gonna contest that. And what I'm wondering is if she's not gonna contest that. What I'm wondering is if she's now been like, if they're like, oh well, she killed Jennifer. Was she the cannibal who ate these boys? That's what I wonder.
It's not said.
It's not said. It could be.
I frankly don't care.
And
Sis breaks out.
And then, should we spoil it with the end? Needy says,
well, I mean, everything that we have said is
yeah, that's correct, actually.
But if you want to know what happens in the last 10 minutes, you don't want to be spoiled on the last 10 minutes.
My brain broke.
Then pause it now.
She says if a demon bites you and you live, then you get some of the powers of the demon. So Needy is then able to levitate out of jail, and then she kills the low shoulder douchebags.
Yeah.
And good for her, honestly.
Good for her. Girl, I'll never.
Oh man, but she says I'll never prosecute her for that. Do not put me on the jury. But she's like, I don't even know who Needy Lesnicki is anymore. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%. I think that any experience, any trauma, any hardship, I've definitely become a different person because of it. You know?
Yeah. No, I had a situation where I lost...
It makes you view the world very differently.
Yeah. Definitely. And...
I mean, even good friendships make you view the world differently.
Yeah, no, and just, I don't know, losing someone who's such a big part of your life, it makes your entire life change, and then when your entire life changes, you're not the person you recognize.
You're not the person,
and
you were before.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very weird. And, I feel like you want to hope it's for the best, but sometimes it just is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can't even put it on a scale of better or worse.
Yeah.
It just is. You're just a different version of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's okay. People change, and it's this whole idea, for the most part, in most cases, for better or worse, is just not. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. It's hard to quantify things. Yeah.
Things just is, It's the only way to make peace with
radical
it.
acceptance, dog.
Because what are you going to do? Think about the future? Think about the past? No. You can't. You'll drive yourself crazy.
Now, bro.
Gotta live in the now. Yeah.
I live so much in the future, it's crazy. But like an imaginary future.
I don't live in the future, the past, or the present.
Okay, wig.
And I'm not going to expand on that.
You shouldn't.
I won't.
You don't have to. You shouldn't have to.
You know what I do need?
What?
A cigarette.
Oh, doggy. Yeah.
And on that note...
All right. Well, that was Jennifer's body. That was Jenny's booty.
That's Jenny's booty. I hope you guys watch this movie and enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it's something that speaks to you and doesn't trigger you, I really hope that no one has been triggered by this.
I would have been mad triggered by this if I watched this, when I was, 14.
I have no idea when the first time I watched this was.
Really?
I must have been in high school. Definitely in high school. Probably around, sophomore year.
Ooh.
And I was just, on some gay shit watching this,
You're just like...
I started it because
Jennifer
I
hot,
was
she's still your boyfriend.
I was literally Jennifer's hot, she's still your boyfriend. The marketing that was directed towards young boys...
Teenage boys.
...worked on me. And then I watched.
God bless.
And then I realized it was a serve.
It's a great movie.
And I've rewatched it many times since.
And thank God it's a cult classic. I'm glad that people are appreciating it.
Yeah, I'm happy too. And I hope that more people get into it because I will never stop writing for Diablo Cody.
Never.
Never.
She wrote Burlesque, right?
She wrote Burlesque.
She wrote Burlesque. What more can you say?
Which we watched the other night and it was fantastic.
We watched Burlesque. It was excellent.
It's just like...
It's so
for
fun.
the girls. It's for the girls.
It is so for women. Like, it's sickening. Like, which is insane because it's about a burlesque club.
Which is, like, stripping.
Stripping. But it's... The entire movie is so... I love it.
It's
We got
for the girls.
I don't know if there's, like, enough there to do an episode on, but, like, I also recommend Burlesque.
But, yeah,
so
watch
fun.
It's really fun. And Juno, too. You know, we've
Juno,
talked
don't
about
even get
Juno
me
before.
started.
Juno's really good, too.
I love Diablo Cody. Yeah. And I love you. Whoever's listening. I do.
Also love you, and I hope that you are safe and...
Well...
And dealing with the quarantine as best as can be expected.
Yeah.
It's very hard, and I hope that this podcast gives you some sense of...
Yeah, that would be...
know.
Just...
Entertainment? Entertainment, friendship, as much as you can get out of it, I hope you get.
Yeah, and...
everything you need out of it.
Tweet us at Highland Pod. If you want to.
If you want to. If you feel comfortable. That's all.
That's all.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.